Hello, subscribers. Welcome to a live stream of AD&D's Gateway to the Savage Frontier Remastered. Doing an Iron Man run with our Psionic Thief party. All right, let's continue on here. We're in the tower. Hey, Jimmy, welcome in. How are you doing? Thieves are us hype. That's right. Thieving. We're thieving. Let's see if we can get backstabbing here. Success. Nothing we want there. Hey, Dick Danza, welcome in. How are you doing? He went straight for Tim. It did, Jimmy. Says, hey, you're fighting my tattoo. Danza with the Displacer Beast tattoo. Thanks for giving the shout out for Danza. Two men feeding a large winged lion-like monster. Not bad. You're relaxing after work. Glad to hear it. Have you started your new position? Or was it something you were already kind of doing, Danza, and you just got like a pay increase? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Nothing we want there. You burst into the room and find several men who are standing in open awe of a glowing statuette. One who appears to be the leader is dressed in the rich robes of a magic user. Draw their weapons and run to the attack. All right. I think this guy needs a lightning bolt. What do you guys think? Hey, Tim. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You got the key today, Danza? Awesome. The numbers aren't through yet, so you can't do official duties, but you're getting the money. Nice. Well, that's the important part anyway, right? I'm sure you'll do well. bolts. Still working on the icon stuff. Make a note here. Let's see. Okay, this must be magic items. There's bracers. I think Tim lost his bracers last time. Let's have him get those. No, he didn't. He lost his ring of protection. You're doing great. Glad to hear that, Tim. Thank you, thank you. Anybody not have bracers? Mr. Spock's wearing elven chainmail. Yeah, the elven chainmail's a little bit better. Okay. The party approaches the glowing statue, a white-hot flame suspended in midair over a triangular base. Mystic passes a hand across its top, then says it didn't burn me. I think it's safe to take it. Takes the statuette of the east. I guess we gotta go out the long way. Take the long road home. The super tramp would say. So what's the best way to get out of here? Probably this direction. Mystic just putting his hands in the fire. Yeah. Tim says, whoops, there went the ring. Yeah. I think we had him enlarge or something and then it destroyed the ring. Mage begins casting. We're not going to have any of that. And would you like a backstab? There you go. I'm assuming now that's magical. Oh. Where's the exit? Oh, yeah. I gotta go up this direction. There we go. Great song. Take the long road home. Yeah. Okay, so now we can go talk with Matitez or whatever the heck his name is. And he'll give us another clue where we're supposed to go next. We've got half of the statuettes. Still need north and south. Okay, let's see what our age is. They're still 36. We have not aged a year yet since we started this play. That's them, the guards shout. Pirates. Dang. Oh, look at that sword of stone cutting doing 30 damage to that Margoyle. I doubt that's magical. Yeah, we don't want to go here. It's actually where Tim got killed by the ghouls. Hey, Mystic, welcome in. How are you doing? We are doing Gateway to the Savage Frontier. And then we'll probably do Champions of Kryn. And then we'll do Seeker of the Silver Blades. Yeah, beware of the ghouls, exactly. Only elves out of the normal races are immune to it. They're paralyzed. Got lots of junk to sell. Thanks for giving Mystic the shout out. I'm assuming that was you, Jimmy. You're doing well. Glad to hear it. You don't know Gateway to the Savage Frontier. Yeah, there was two in that series. They both are in Forgotten Realms still, but it's a different series than the Pool Radiance series. Okay. What part of Forgotten Realms does it take place in? It's to the west of the typical area where like Curse of the Azure Bonds and Pool of Radiance is. It's west of all that. Same planet. Okay, we'll rest and then we'll go visit Amanitas. Yeah, there's Gateway of the Savage Frontier and then Treasures, which I haven't remastered yet. I still got to remaster Treasures, Death Knight of Kryn, Pools of Darkness, and Dark Queen of Kryn. I've remastered 5, and there's 4 left. Boat rentals. So if we look here, the quest statuettes, we have the east and the west. We need south and north. Vaguely aware of reading about the Savage Frontier, it is supposed to correspond to the Caucasus in our real world. I have no idea. Thank you, Mystic. I appreciate that. Hey, Zombo, welcome in. How are you doing? He's scamming us. Then they leave and come back. Let's go the long way to where men care not to go. The long way to the east is the only way, and yet people wish not to go there. It is a road around the great desert, and it passes through Lork. That's odd, says Hamedic. When I've passed this way before, there were always guards at the gates of Loudwater. Now there's no one here. I feel like there's a big fight here. Shouldn't be out on the streets. The black-robed men are looking for someone, and no one in Loudwater is safe until they find them. Valgamon's forces rush to the attack. All right. I would say this is an ambush. All right, now it's our turn. Let's see here. Protection from normal missiles actually be good in this fight. Fear, fumble, Kona cold. That's what we're doing. As long as we don't fail it. Mystic says, I just posted an article in the Discord about a high-powered Amiga clone that just got released. Oh, cool. An Amiga clone, huh? They did not know they were ambushing wand-wielding thieves and scroll-using thieves. Made a big mistake. Those tricky thieves, yep. We're destroying a bunch of their money. Just costing us experience. The disadvantage of fire. Especially fireball. Fireball and delayed blast fireball has a really good chance of destroying things. That guy ignited. So that guy. Let's see. One more wand usage here. They're in for a big surprise, Tim says. That's right. They're like, I surrender. Please and panic. Oh, no, you don't. $371 experience in items. Something here is magical. Probably. Gosh, how are we gonna know? Flail, but they're fighters, so they can swap out the weapons. Just making sure there's no field plate. I don't see any. Well, Duncan's got 20 strength, I think. Let's see how much he can pick up. Save the play mail for last. Because that's going to be heavy. Hey, Sundog, welcome in. How are you doing? It's going well. Thanks for asking. I don't have detect magic, so Duncan's overloaded. Okay, someone else has 19 strength. Looks like it's Hom Addict. All right, and then we'll take the arrows. I'm assuming those aren't magical. You look around, and Valgamon is nowhere to be seen. Apparently, he fled as the tide of battle turned against him. Surrendering fighter named Rishpal wants to join. Reject. No thanks, buddy. I don't know if there's a shop here. We need to sell all this junk we found. Too bad we didn't get the psionic discipline of detect magic. That would have helped. Okay, this is the tavern, which can make us go to the other side over there. Guards attack, allowing to flee, yes. Sundog says, are you remastering this game also? Yes, I have already. We're playing the remaster. Several gnolls appear on our wall. Hey, Bo, welcome in. How are you doing? It's going well here. Jimmy says, I was going to ask, there is a psionic ability of detect magic? Yes, there is. Yeah, I've remastered 5 games. The ones I haven't remastered are, there's only 4. There's Treasures of the Savage Frontier, Death Knight of Kryn, Dark Queen of Kryn, and Pools of Darkness. Here we go. There is a shop. Now we can offload all this stuff. I'm going to sell the bracers. Because he had Elven Chainmail and get a little experience out of those. Let me speed up messages here. You're doing good, Bo? Just had some food, now you're about to walk the pups. Nice. So you brought them with you to Florida, and are they adapting okay? Are they used to the heat by now? Mystic says, imagine getting ganked by a bunch of thieves with psychic powers, magic wands, and magic scrolls. Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, wait a minute, what the heck just happened? That would be unexpected. Yeah, you just avoid midday. It's too hot under the noon sun. Yeah, makes sense. I'm glad they're adapting well. Well, that can be stressful for them moving. So I don't think any of it was magical. It's just there's so many items that had a little bit of value. That's where that experience bonus was coming from. Sundog says, done all that wish list working on your own game? Double nice. Oh, done all that while working on your own game. Double nice. Yeah, I haven't worked on my own game in probably about a year because I took a break to do these. But I will get back to it. Let's see here. Let's give Duncan 2,000. I can take the rest. There's the bracers I sold her. Yeah, she doesn't have anything useful. Bo says the pre-move was more stressful, I think, with all the packing and such. They seem to just chill out now, lol. Long 5-day drive across the continent. Oh yeah, that's rough. Okay, here's where we're gonna get thrown into a underground area. All right now. Okay, we're gonna have a few fights. I'm not sure if I care to do anything here. The room you've entered opens out into a broad underground arena with ample seating on all sides. Valgamine comments with a smile. We'll see how many of these it'll just allow us to cause them to flee. The griffins won't. Stubborn griffins. Sonic blast for the win. Sundog says, sorry, English, not American English. Wilds equals wild. Yeah. I thought it, for some reason, my brain interpreted it as wish list. And then I reread it. I'm like, oh, wilds. Well done, he says. Afraid I cannot stay for your next battle. You're thrown roughly into a small cell. Okay. Narrowly managed to snag the key ring. Okay, we got out. Set me free, it says. We'll release him. I'll join your party. Reject. Very well. Half-orc like me isn't to be trusted, I know. Good luck to you. Its head hanging in dejection. Merthyr vanishes around a turn in the corridor. Sorry, buddy. You didn't have to take it so personally. Do you want to unlock it? No. to go back to dual wielding here. Where's your other weapon? He surrendered. All right, Tim. Sonic Blast from you. Ogres are like, hey, we didn't even get a move. Oh my goodness. Three griffins are feeding on the carcass of a freshly killed animal. Four men are standing across the room, their mouths open in admiration of the glowing statuette of the north. They realize the party has seen their treasure and rush to its defense. Hey, JRPG, welcome in. How are you doing? Says this isn't a Metroidvania. Nope. Nor does it say that in the title. Thanks for giving the shout out to JRPG. Zental Commander. Let's see if we can Sonic Blast him. Unaffected. Says no, but you did a random Metroid stream the other night. Was hoping to see more. Gotcha. Yeah, I will be doing more of it. I've just got lots of testing to do on this. I've been doing the stack. You can see right there. Oh, there's two griffins right here. Been working on stacking enemies, and I got a lot of testing and fixes on that. There's a guy standing behind it. Okay, we got some stuff. We'll take toward the bottom and the top. I guess we could pick it all up. We're going to be leaving the area anyway. JRPG says, what are the advantages of stacking, or is that a human riding like a griffin? Because that's a nightmare. So what it is I'm modifying the game engine so that you can have multiple small units on one square, because SSI made it where one square is 10 feet. But in the original game, it was more granular than that in the paper pencil version. Got the Statue of the North. So anyway, based on the height of a life form, I make an approximation on their width and how much space they take up. So like you could fit 2 halflings, a dwarf and a halfling, maybe even 3 on the same square. Or you could have a halfling female fit on the square with a human that's standard 6 feet tall. So based on the height of all the things. Sturges, for example, are really small. You could probably fit about 6 of them on one square. So what that means is you could get attacked by 6 Sturges at the same time on one square. So if you got completely surrounded, you could have 30 of them hitting you at once. The disadvantage is area of effect spells would hit more things. So, you could do like mass charm or something like that, and it would hit like 30 of them potentially. The other thing is you could use it if you're small, like a halfling, to pass units that are blocking you on the battlefield to get to the back lines, or maybe even run to flee the battlefield. So those are the main advantages. But there's all kinds of tactics that can be used with that kind of stuff. Yeah, swarm of kobolds, yep. Now I guess I'll go around. Yeah, kobolds you could probably fit 2 or 3 on one square. Okay, so now we just need one more statuette, and I know where to get it. At least I think I do. And I need to rest and sell a bunch of junk. Mystic says, what about attacks of opportunity? Kidding. Yes, that is true. If you're standing next to a stack of 6 and you step away, all 6 get a chance to hit you. So all the things that you get for an advantage, the enemy does as well. Just something to keep in mind. Let's go back here. No, there's attacks of opportunity in first edition. It's a little different, but yeah, they exist. Sweeping also exists, so if you're a level 20 fighter, you could potentially attack 20 less than 1 hit die monsters. Burning Hands is super useful now. And Flame Strike, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Flame Strike, the cleric spell. That hits a 10-foot diameter, which in the original SSI games would do nothing because one square is 10 feet. So now if there's 6 things there, it'll hit all 6. And Magic Missile. Magic Missile now, if there's units stacked, you'll be prompted. How many missiles do you want? How many targets do you want to hit with missiles? So if there were 3 there and you had up to 3 missiles, then you could send all 3 and split across each one. Or you could say do 1, do 2. So it's a lot more options. Had no idea. Yeah. I've learned so much about first edition implementing all this stuff, reading the original rule books that SSI got wrong. All right, now we can sell all this stuff. Speed up messages again. Magic crossbow. Magic broadsword. Magic chainmail. We can't use this. Pouch of cloves. If we had a cleric with animate object, I'd be saving a bunch of this stuff. So we could animate it. Some of it. Okay. +1 quarrels. There's only 3 of them. Mystic says, what have you implemented for druids in these remasters? Druid Hierophant and all that jazz? Yes. Yeah, everything's pretty much fully implemented for druids. You get all the benefits of the special stuff when they get up higher. I have not implemented like the plane travel, to the astral plane and all that kind of stuff. I've somewhat done it with spells. Like I've implemented the maze spell, plane shift. There's a psionic ability you have to travel to different planes. In fact, one of my guys has it this year, probability travel. It allows you to travel real great distances fast. So I've done some of it, but besides that, pretty much everything's implemented for the druid. Let's see how close we are to level up. About 100,000 experience. All right, next stop, mountains. Get there going that way. Can druids shapeshift in first edition? Yes, I believe so. I mean, there's spells to do it. I haven't implemented, if there's a natural ability, I haven't implemented polymorph, for example. But there's the tree spell where you can turn into a tree. I've implemented that. There's some kind of spell, I don't remember the name of it, where you actually merge with a tree and then you can teleport through tree to tree. I've implemented that. I implemented reincarnation, the magic user, and druid spells. And those are true new races with their own icons, special abilities, and all that. That's been implemented. Septian. Flapping sound comes from around this corner. There's got to be some harpies in here somewhere. I feel like it's up here maybe somewhere. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to do this fight. They didn't try to charm me. Let's see here. Septian fills the corridor. You are persistent. Ooh, Medusa. Don't like it. Don't like it. No! Mystic got turned to stone. Elven chainmail's destroyed. Taking one for the team, Mr. Spock. He's not plastered, he's stoned. Yeah. That hurt. Gosh, I don't want to get any closer. He doesn't have a wand, does he? I'm gonna put, see, here's the example. I'm gonna put all the targets on one. I picked the Medusa. Oh, that was weak. Do you have a wand? Yes, wand of fireballs. Let's not mess around here. Nine items got destroyed. Dang. No idea what they were. Okay. Now, I don't have any bracers because I sold them. I don't think I have anything extra. Jimmy says, hey, it wasn't Tim at least. Yeah, poor Tim. Okay, since Mystic's petrified, we're going to give his stuff. Where is it? He even had the Stone of Good Luck, which gives a saving throw bonus. Where's the cold resistance? Okay. Walnut beads. All right, can we get out of here alive? This room smells terrible. Two ogres run forward to attack you. Heartbeat begins to sing. Yeah, but we're too far away. Range of 8. Him is totally overloaded. Drop the money. Ah, Mr. Spock's entranced. I will crush you, she proclaims. You cannot stop me. Septian's image appears before you, but this time it's no projection. Okay. Tim's entranced. Let's try Sonic Blast. Okay, so the Medusa's confused. We need to hit Septian. She cast Precipitation. That was a bad choice. We reflected her gaze. She's done. Nice. Necklace of Missiles, Wand of Defoliation. +1 dagger and bracers. Well, we got back the bracers. Necklace of Missiles is nice for this party. Danza says, I'm not going back, Jim. Success. All right, so the necklace we need to give to someone that doesn't have every effect. I don't think Mr. Spock does. And you can see we have all the statuettes. Okay. Need to visit the temple. Mystic is cured. Hooray! Still about 100,000 experience away from level up. Now we got to rest a month. Literally a month. After a month in first edition rules, your wounds are completely healed. No matter how many hit points you had lost. Unless you had disease or something. It's got to be an uninterrupted 30 days, though. Okay. So now we got to go north. We don't need to go here. Hey there, the Rex. Welcome in. How are you doing? Save. What happened, Duncan stammers? Where'd they all go? It was all an illusion. An illusion scam. Okay. We're going to keep the statues. That was a terrible mistake, roars the fountain. Nope. Stone golem. Look at that sword of stone cutting. Just cutting right through him. You doing good? You're having a good weekend? Glad to hear that. The ambush is not an illusion, but they will flee. Okay, that's another harpy, I believe. Not going up there. We'll do this fight. Sonic blast these. Fighter is insane. Backstab. Xeno fighter attacks himself. Nice. That's a good condition. That's the first time that's happened on stream. He attacks himself again. I implemented like all 20 of the insanity types. You never know what kind you're going to get. Next up is Ascor. Hey, Pebbled, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Dan says, stop hitting yourself. And Pav says, I'm going to pinch myself so hard. It's funny. Undead guards come around the corner. Let's flee. Ancient souvenir shop. You find toy ships, polished stone. You also find the doorways filled with undead. Ascor skeletons. Sonic Blast should destroy these because they don't have intelligence. Rex says, is this one of the games you fixed modded? Yeah, it's actually a remaster. It's not a mod. So the decompiled source code converted to C#, runs on Windows, and I've completely changed and gutted the whole engine. Implemented all first edition rules. Says yours has said you made some important fixes for Silver Blades Azure Bonds. Yeah, yeah, it's way beyond that. It's I've added hundreds of spells. I've implemented all the classes, um, all the races, including Kren ones, including ones SSI never implemented. I implement psionics. Just yeah, everything. It's totally different games. Yeah, it's super extensive. I don't think most people know that unless they go to my Discord and keep up with all the changes. Over on my Discord, I post all the details on them. And that's where you can download them too. Yeah, the number of followers I have is so small. I just don't think many people know about it. Do I want to go through here? This is going to be a bit scary. We got mummies coming up. And the mummies are super dangerous. I'm doing an Iron Man run, by the way. And I just have thieves. Mystic says, is there a place where you can read all the implement rules? Yeah, the easiest thing to do is download the Curse of the Azure Bond one. And in there, open the notes file. And it has every change for each version. And you can go through the list. It's huge. And to find my Discord, just search me up on YouTube, any of my videos. If you click on the comment, DFortae Game Reviews, look in the comments. It always has a link to the Discord channel in there. I think I am going to go through here. But the reason why I say download the Curse, because that's the first one I did. And every game is built on the same engine. So that one has the most changes, you can see. And all the others inherit all those changes. Oh boy, here we go. Here's the mummies. No. Ah, Mr. Spock survived the assassination attempts. Let's try to sonic blast these. Hey, Soda, welcome in. How are you doing? He says, Ooj? What does that mean? The Rex says, has Good Old Games ever contacted you to distribute them? No. No, I don't think many people know about them, honestly. So. Oh, it means huge, but the H is silent. Huge. Okay, I got you. No, but you do need a valid, I don't make any money off these, nor do I plan to. Duncan was just killed because I don't own the property rights. So you need to have official versions, which you can buy on GOG, Steam, or have the original. Because my remasters look for those. And then if you have it on your hard drive, then it'll run. So I have to provide all this for free because obviously I can't make money off of them. I don't own the property rights. I have to be really careful, that I don't offend anybody that does own the property rights. So Duncan's dead. We're going to have to go get him raised. He'll lose a constitution. Hey, DC, welcome in. How are you doing? You're very exhausted after a lot of work today? Ah, sorry to hear that. Thanks for giving DC the shout out, Jimmy. Yeah, this is why I was scared of the mummies, because of their paralysis. Duncan died. Working, watching Twitch, maybe some gameplay. When you stop, wow, it is tough to fill that time space. LUL. A Bilgus arm, a potion, and a dart. That's probably our magic items. Look at the mirror. There's a portion of it. Okay, we got to get out of here before we get killed again. Let's go back to the temple and starting town. Yeah, World of Warcraft. I knew that. I knew what WoW was. Mystic says, where is the reader file in the collection of the files for Curse? Download the zip and then there'll be a text file in there called notes. Notes.txt. Just open it in Notepad or something. It's just a straight text file. Okay, so Duncan has 14 con. The good news is he won't lose any hit points. The bad news is there's a good chance he's going to permanently die right now. He survived. Nice. Duncan says, that mummy Bigor I punched from the Colorado Emporium didn't work. Oh, be gone, not Bigor. Mummy be gone. You got scammed. You thought it was protection from evil, but it is actually encourage evil. You bought a potion of encourage evil. Danza says, I'm tempted to pick up the Bard's Tale Trilogy remake. It is great. I highly recommend it. I have a review of that in case you want to be swayed, Danza. Go watch my review on it. JRPG says, okay, what kind of fantasy is this? Sleeping for 30 hours? That's inhuman. No, we're sleeping for 30 days. This is days. We're way beyond hours. You heal 1 hit point per day, and then you get a little bonus after a week, depending on your constitution. But if you rest a full 30 days in first edition rules, you get all your hit points back, no matter how much damage you've taken. Unless you're diseased, of course. Yeah, 30 days. Just think of it as like a major retreat, like a meditation retreat. Soda says, there does not seem to be something called notes within the zip file. Look for README or look for notes. There should be both. I'm looking in the zip file. Okay, there's README. Look in the README. Yeah, the README is the big one. That's the one you want to look at. I thought I had another text file in here. I don't have another one. Yeah, just do the README. I'm probably confusing it with my Wizardry remaster. Wizardry 6 remaster. I think I have a notes in that one. Found to read me? Okay, good. Brave Sir Robin bravely ran away. Yeah. Soda says the 30 days seems to make sense. If you go on an adventure and get wrecked, it would take a whole while to fully recover. Yeah, absolutely. First edition AD&D was super realistic. That's why I like it the most. Duncan says, amazingly, I don't have to worry about that since in my party, all of my characters have at least 20 con. It was $3. Yeah, it would be a sin for you to not get that when it's $3. Oh boy, here we go. No! Okay, we only got one character paralyzed. Come on, Tim. Sonic Blast. Stunned. Unaffected. Unaffected. Dang it. Okay, says. Your turn. No! That Ascorian mummy there just used a potion. That's a first. Okay, let's backstab him. You try Sonic Blast. Coma. Unaffected. But he got backstabbed. Okay, we got him. Yeah, mummies don't mess around. They're super dangerous with their fear aura. Unless you have cavaliers or paladins. Then it's a cakewalk. Hey, ABS Nerdy, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yes, I remastered Wizardry 6. You can download it on my Discord. I remade the whole game in the Wizardry 7 engine. I balanced it all out. All my Wizardry mods, 6, 7, and 8, I made consistent. They all have the same spells, items. I've added in hundreds of items. They all have the same items. You can transfer characters through them all. But yeah, the Wizardry 6 remaster is completely built from scratch in the Wizardry 7 engine. So it's highly recommended. Thanks for giving ABS Nerdity a shout out there. Yes, protection from evil would help them from attacking you. It wouldn't protect you from the aura. Actually, I'm trying to think now if mummies are evil. I'm not 100% sure if mummies are evil. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking they may not be. Skeletons are not evil. So I'm thinking mummies may not be. Danza says, Wizardry 5 on the SNES is my favorite dungeon crawler. You love Wizardry 6? Yeah, it's a great one. It's a fantastic game. Soda says, I need to replay Wizardry 5 on the SNES. Sundog says, always loved Cavaliers being immune to fear. Yeah, that's a huge benefit. I feel like I still got to do another fight or something here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, only one mummy this time. We didn't get paralyzed. Thank goodness. No, the mummies are much stronger than just undead with disease. They have a fear aura. Backstab City. Soda says, I thought it was gnarly that Wizardry 6 was on the SNES too, but only in Japan. The Ascorian Mummy's Lawful Evil? Okay. So yeah, protection from evil would work from them being able to touch you. However, the skeletons have swords. They can hit you with those. Protection from evil only protects you from physical touching. So the mummy could still paralyze you, and then those skeletons could still kill you while you're paralyzed. Okay, here's where we get some treasure finally. What did we get? Elvenkind longsword and a cleric scroll. Eh. It's probably better than the Icewind Dale sword. It's actually worse Thako. Nope. Wizardry Gaiden 4, yeah. I learned about that from you, Danza. I've played it for several streams. It's a good game. Wizardry went wild over there in Japan, DC says. Yeah, it did. They like the older wizardries. They don't like the newer ones. You were going to say you think it's like a vampire if he was a mage. He's a mage vampire. If he's a lawful good person, lawful good mummy. Yeah, vampires are obviously much stronger, but mummies are stronger than, let's say, ghouls or ghasts. Okay, guys, we're almost to the end of the game here. Here comes the final fights. Will we survive? I can tell you right now. Oh, he's got... Hold on. I think I have multiple necklaces and missiles. No, I don't. I'm going to do all the fights unless they say they're going to flee. If they're going to flee, I'm going to allow them to do it. Let me check my movement. Okay, we got pretty good movement right now. I'd really like to rest 2 hours. Ah! We can't rest. Okay. Well, we're going to miss some psionic abilities then, but that's okay. It is the final fight, but there's waves of it. There's a Wizardry anime from the 90s available on YouTube. You showed it during commercial breaks for Wizardry 2 NES, Danza. Yeah, for sure the boss, I hard coded it where they won't flee. But anything else may. There will be no rest between combats. Here we go. I, Valgamon, guard this passage. Okay, this one will allow to flee. This one is not scared of us. Okay. Mr. Spock. Necklace of missiles, I think. Where away are they? All right, Mystic, what do you have? I'm actually going to leave this mirror equipped in case we fight Medusa. Wand of Ice Storm. Nice. I'm addict. Wand of Fireballs. They are Ettins. Ettin. Corpse is burned up by the fire. No regen for those trolls. Hey, Mr. Spock. Welcome in. How are you doing? Favorite day of the week in Gold Box with DFortae. It's a good evening. Nice. Okay, says... I don't think you have a wand. Just heavy attack. Tim does. He has a wand of Ice Storm. Nine hit points, guard. Ah! We still took no damage. DC says, so does Wand of Fireballs not affect the trolls who were previously knocked down? That's correct, DC. It's only when you have to do damage to them with the fire. At least that's what the book says. Ah, shambling mounds. Yeah, this is going to be rough. I'd really like to hypnotize some of these guys. Which way is he facing? Southeast. All right, we're going to try it. Okay, we at least charmed two of the fighters. Ooh, that guy's invisible. Let me look at the scrolls here. Bigby's crushing hand. Mass suggestion, fascinate. I'm too far to use those. There's a fireball. Phantasmal killer. Let me see how far we are. Don't think this guy went yet. Mr. Spock says, remember, kids, you shouldn't smoke unless there are trolls. Then always smoke them. To be fair to Mr. Spock, she was very 60s cute. I must have missed something. I'm not liking any of those really. Let's just prevent that mage. Okay. I'd like a summoning spell if I have one. Let me look. Phantom Wind. Insect Plague. Hmm. Gosh, I might use this. I have to be a bit careful. I don't know what its range is. Let's see how far we are. 4. Also, these guys take half damage from weapons, so they're probably going to be immune to it. Yeah, I don't want to risk that one. Do have dancing lights. Alter reality we can't use because we don't have phantasmal force. Continual darkness. That could be a good one. Okay. Let's do dancing lights. Up here. That's going to keep them busy. Well, that guy just used a potion. Necklace of missiles. Gosh, I gotta deal with this guy. They're fooled. We have them scammed by the dancing lights. Wand of Ice Storm. Let's see, is this guy good or bad? He's good. says, what do we want you to do here? Friends. Ah, we do have weird visibility. Charm monsters. Let's try it. Oh, he failed. He failed. Burning hands to the rescue, Duncan says. Oh, this commander's still here. So fire is not going to hurt them, but it will hurt the other people. This is our guy, right? Yep. Is the mage blinked out? Or is he dead? Ah, Duncan's ashamed. We're all ashamed because I killed the friendly guy. I hit the friendly guy. That's -4 saving throws, -4 armor class, -4 Thaco. Okay, we're just going to stay back here and use Ice Storm on these while they're distracted by the dancing lights. Look out for the mounds, they're shambling. Shame. Oh. There's shame on us for hitting the good guy. You ate an entire box of cookies while staring at the clock in the kitchen. For shame. It's funny, Danza. Okay, Mr. Spock, I think you have necklace of missiles. That's not going to help. One fireball's not going to help. We need Mystic here. I think Tim, doesn't he have one too? Yeah. This is called Dancing Lights. Basically, the caster casts a spell and causes like the vague shape of an image to appear that can't be hurt. And the monsters are too dumb to realize. Now, eventually, once I implement super uber intelligent AI, I'm going to have it based on the intelligence of the enemy, try to figure out if something's real or not like that. Smart ones will figure it out right away. The dumb ones will keep trying to attack it. That'll be an option you can enable. Because the AI will be super smart when I'm done with it. Okay, wow. How much weight? Let's just take all this. Okay, so the Xeno commanders are still here, but they're down. I could bring them back with potions, which I'm going to do. I think I probably have a healing potion or two. Yeah, that's dancing lights, not mirror image. Your tattoo has mirror image around every round? What? My tattoo has that every round. I don't know what you mean. I don't know how many rounds Dancing Light lasts. I don't have that memorized. There's different forms of Dancing Lights, but the one I implemented was a humanoid that you basically create. Can't be hurt, but it can't hurt the enemy either. It's just a distraction. I don't remember seeing anything about it mesmerizing you if you have low int. There's like 3 forms to it. DC says, I forget, will AI going to be tied to the difficulty level? No. No. It'll be an option you enable that's just smart AI, and it'll act intelligent. Like, I'm going to try to make it kind of like almost human player type, which can't really be done, but I'll do my best. No, round is 60 seconds in first edition. Dancing Lights lasts a long time when you're at a certain level. And it can only go so far from you. If you try to move it too far from the caster, it'll disappear. I got that implemented too. It's a very powerful spell if you use it properly, like I just did. Okay, we brought those guys back. Let's heal Mr. Spock. Potion of Invisibility, why not? This is where we go all out with our healing. Mr. Spock says, DFortae Gold Box Remaster, smarter than Mr. Spock. Potion of Speed, yes. Let's give that to Saz. Oh, wait. He's invisible now. Hang on. Yeah, we don't want to give it to him. See, we'll turn off his invisibility. We'll give it to Duncan. Yeah, he's ashamed. Okay. Here we go. We got a few more. The Zento commanders have had enough. They're tired of being bullied by Valgamon. Okay, guys, here we go. Ah, so you have finally found me. How lucky we both are. There's an entire army up there, exclaims Says. This can't be the way through. Let's retreat while we have a chance. Says, ye of little faith. Detect invisibility. Valgamon begins casting. Oh boy. Yeah, the C is the one I did there, Mr. Spock. Because some of that other stuff's kind of hard to do. Duration is 2 rounds per level. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. It was probably getting close to expiring then. Okay, here's Valgamon. 223 hit points. Armor class 5, he has a hand axe. He has a slight upgrade, having 223 hit points. He's like a god. And we got shambling mounds, mages. Okay. I think he's pretty magic resistant too, if I remember right. His range is 8. I'm not going to be able to reach him this round. Let's see if we have any summoning ability here. We do have project image, and we have eye bite. So nothing too good here. Let's go ahead and use the wand. Valgamon lost his spell. Perfect. Let's hit these mages. Yeah, his armor class was 5. His hit points were huge. Magic user dips hands in icy hot burning. Yeah. Okay, do you have a summon? I don't think I have any summoning. I think I've already looked. Do you have Stinking Cloud? Yeah. Tim, we kind of could use a sonic blast here. Valgamon unaffected. Okay, Duncan has huge movement, so we should be able to get up here. See what scrolls you have. Stinking Cloud. Dimension Door. Confusion. Confusion could be good. Wall of Fire is not going to hurt those. I'm going to do Confusion. Nice. That's going to cause a ruckus. Hold plant. Another confusion. Weird. Summon insects could be good too here on. Actually, I don't know if it'll work on the Shambling Mounds now I think about it. Blasting away hype, Tim says. And DC says, if there are invisible enemies in the range of confusion, would the game notify you if they were affected or not? Yes. Yes, it would show you that they were confused. Because you can still see them by hovering over them. It's just mainly to try to make it more difficult for you to keep track of the battlefield, essentially. I bite. Oh, here we go. Here's a summoning. Monster summoning 6. It doesn't have much range. Let's get some basilisks. Valgamon used a potion. He healed himself. Oh, yeah. Shambling Mound stoned as he approached the basilisk. Basilisk's like, where are you going? I gotta be careful now. Let's see. Let's see if I can make it up to him. We're going to try to backstab him. It's okay, we're taking hits for a reason. Here we go. 36 damage, not bad. There goes one of my basilisks. Hey, Severed, welcome in. Thanks for raiding. How are you doing? Let's try Sonic Blast here. Thanks for giving Sever the shout out. Did anybody do that? Hang on. I don't think anybody did that. No, that's Severb's watch streak. Give you a shout out here. Were you doing Baldur's Gate 3? $27. Okay, here we go. Backstab attempt. 28. Alchemon can't cast, so he's using potions. Trying to heal himself. It's not gonna work, buddy. He's got 71 hit points left. You guys are really into using potions. Alchemon down. Hold on. You were doing Baldur's Gate 3? Cool. Now, I think you thought you were toward the end. Is that true still? Yeah, I don't know why his armor class was 5. I'll have to see what kind of armor he had. Because his armor class is usually lower than that. It could be his armor got swapped out with something else. Because I have randomized treasure set on. Someone had a wand of defoliation. Let's see it. I must have hit. Somehow this basilisk turned on us. So I either hit him. Are these guys still friendly? I must have hit one of my guys. Because the basilisk turned on us. Everybody turned on us. I probably was too distracted and did something dumb. Let's see, Tim. Yeah, he had way more hit points in this run. He had 223, but his armor class was bad. Let's go ahead and use weird here. Oh, can't understand. So it went on that guy. Okay. He's paralyzed with fear. See if we can backstab that guy. There we go. Round 7. Tim goes down. One to fireball's not going to help us. Failed to understand the writing. Too dumb to be weirded out, Mr. Spock said, yeah. Bandage. Tim's bandaged. Now says Tim goes down. Your teammate is dying. Okay, one left. Shambling mound. There we go. Looks like Mr. Spockwad saved the day. That's right. Yeah, Tim did die the other day. 26,000 and then 27,000 in items. Holy moly. Okay. I don't know what's magical, so we'll just pick up everything we can. One by one, your party members scramble from the building and enter the plaza surrounded by great pyramids. Algama's followers stand in the doorway behind you, ready to rush to the attack. Before they can act, or they can move, the ancient bricks around their feet rise up till they stand on end like tiny stones. There we go. Valgamon defeated. So we did it. So we'll be able to transfer to Kryn next. And then we'll go for Silver Blades. Thanks for the GGs. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, Sever. Appreciate it. Always so kind of you. We've heard this story before. That's why I'm not reading it all. I've read it on stream a few times. We didn't really use psionics that much in that fight. We did a little bit. Our wands and spells were pretty useful. Victory is sweet. All right. So now we get to ID all of our goodies. Actually, let's get Tim back up. Let's go see what we found. And then we'll be done. Potion extra healing. Dart +1. Potion of healing. It was all normal. +1 corals. What did I just sell there? Chainmail? Okay. Magic chainmail. Crossbow +1. Javelin +1. We can't use that. Ringmail +1. Can't use. Magic chainmail. This is stuff that we don't care about. Whoa! Wooden shield +4, but we can't use it. 1600 experience. Flail +4, can't use it. Hand axe +2 of throwing, and we can't use it. Ah. Ring of protection from good, we can use that. Extra healing. Bracer's armor +2, we can use that. Their magic shield. Bracer's armor +4. Poison vials. Ah, we can use this. Studded leather +1. That's actually not very good. Magic spears we can't use. All thief party. Not a lot we could use. -2. So that's a slight upgrade there. Okay, and then Ham picked up some stuff. Mystic says, I was reading about druids using wooden shields in your notes. Yes, we had a druid. That would be fantastic for them. That was a wand of defoliation. Let's buy that back. Heavy crossbow we can't use, even though it would be cool. I got us close to level up. Hom's got 380 something. Okay. That'll be a good place to save. So not too many useful things for us, but that's okay. This is a challenge run. All thief psionics. So next we'll transfer them to Champion's Grin. See how we do there. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.